Princess Sofia the First, The Enchanted Feast. I'm Princess Sofia and I'm so excited. Today we are playing croquet while waiting for the Enchanted Feast to begin. Bailiwick arrives and tells us that we have an unexpected visitor. Bailiwick presents Sasha the Sorceress. I've come to repay my respects to the great King Roland, the Sorceress says. She conjures up a new scepter for Dad and some flowers for Mum. Pretty bracelets for Amber and shiny new boots for James. Something about Sasha seems familiar. Have we met before? I ask her. No, says Sasha, staring at my amulet. I'd remember such a charming princess, especially one with a beautiful amulet. Then Sasha conjures up a new necklace for me. But I'd never take off my amulet, so I give my new necklace to Amber instead. Cedric arrives and introduces himself to Sasha. "The Cedric the Sorcerer?" she asks. "It's an honour." Cedric blushes. Mum and Dad invite Sasha to the Enchanted Feast. Everyone seems so excited about Sasha, but something just doesn't seem right about her. So I go to visit Cedric. I have a bad feeling about Sasha, I tell him. Since you're a sorcerer too, I thought you might know if she's up to something. But Cedric just tells me to stop worrying. He thinks Sasha's great. Then he shows me the trick he's planning for the feast. With a flick of his wand, he fills the whole room with mirrors. But these aren't just any mirrors, they're morpho mirrors. Wow, I look like a totally different person in each one, I say. Finally, the Enchanted Feast begins, with guests from all over the kingdom. Cedric makes a grand entrance and gets ready for his trick. He raises his wand. Poof! The morpho mirrors appear, but then something goes wrong. The mirrors trap Cedric, bouncing him like a ball from one mirror to the next. Nobody knows what to do, except Sasha. With one wave of her wand, she makes the mirrors disappear. Then Sasha conjures up the most amazing food you've ever seen. Talk about an enchanted feast. Everyone claps Sasha the Sorceress. Well, everyone except Cedric, who slips quietly out of the room. Cedric, wait, I say, running after him. But Cedric disappears into his tower. Poor Cedric. I feel sorry for him. Clover hops up and asks me what's wrong. Everyone thinks the new sorceress is great, I tell him. But something about her just doesn't seem right. Then my amulet starts to glow. And Snow White appears. She sits down and begins to tell me a story. Once an old woman gave me a poisoned apple, but she was really my wicked stepmother in disguise. Snow White takes my hand, Sophia, people aren't always who they pretend to be. If you have a bad feeling about someone, you should trust that feeling, no matter what. Now I know what to do. I've got to warn Mom and Dad about Sasha. But when I reach the dining hall, Sasha's outside and vines are blocking the doors. Suddenly she transforms. Now I know why she seems so familiar. Miss Nettle, I cry. Miss Nettle is a very bad fairy. Once she tried to steal a spell book from the good fairies, but I stopped her. What are you doing here? I asked. I've come for the amulet of Avalar, Miss Nettle cackles. She tries to grab my amulet, but I run away from her. I make it to the Great Hall and find Cedric there, practicing his morpho mirror trick. Luckily, it's working perfectly now. Miss Nettle arrives in the Great Hall. You want the amulet? I say, come and get it. Miss Nettle flings a spell at me. At least she thinks it's me, but it's really a mirror, so the spell bounces back and traps the bad fairy with her own magic. But Miss Nettle escapes from the trap. You haven't seen the last of me, she cries as she flies through the window. Phew! Now she's gone, we can all have fun with Cedric's amazing morpho mirrors. I really hope Miss Nettle never comes back, but if she does, I'll be ready. Thanks to the advice from my new friend, Snow White.